Distant stars. Far and wide. The point of interests. How to reach them. The 2954 Low Poly Liberator from Anvil. Rise above. Available soon. See your authorized Anvil dealer for details. But what does far and wide actually mean? Using Python, we can download the Arc star map and sum up all the planets and stuff that is located within to get us a nice overview. With Matplotlib, we can visualize the travel time. Noticing not all systems have orbits, we can also highlight those on Selby's map. And this is the information from the Arc star map for the Sol system. You can see the rotation of the planets and some debug draws. I'm not entirely sure how to highlight the orbit paths and green band. So up next are doors that actually open. These are also in the classic Anvil design. This is a regular white door. This is a smaller door. And of course, up next, the split door. These doors are implemented using Script Canvas, a node-based scripting thing that translates into Lua. This is the whole graph, which is flexible enough to cover different sizes of doors, as well as the split door. And this is the entire graph. The planetary rotation you saw earlier was also implemented using Script Canvas. The values for the placement for the planetary system is also conveniently provided by the Arc star map. For the stars, we will be using the color codes from Selby's map. So let's have a look how it looks like in the Yay, it crashed. So this is Blender. Yeah. Already reopened the application off screen. And there we go. Let's try again. So first and foremost, sorry for my FreeFly camera, it's quite jittery. The idea would be to place markers like in the other clip where the Liberator could travel to. And this is a jump gate, which would then open up the transit to the other system. And as you might have noticed, the spawning of the system is dynamic, so the other balls are just spheres, and the actual star systems aren't placed yet. And the Sol system is quite huge from the distance. So let's take a look inside the Anvil Liberator. As you can see, a bunch of stuff is entity-based and not done in Blender as a whole, but like the doors are prefabs and just placed at the right position. It's not perfectly aligned yet. As you can see, some doors have gaps above. It's not lighted inside, so really rough shape, but it gives a nice feel. And here we have some geometry that's wonky. So let's just fix it real quick. Flip the normals. For whatever reason that was broken. Save and export. And fixed. All right. So let's take the tour inside the Anvil Liberator. Yeah, it's fixed. Let's take the tour inside the Anvil Liberator. So we start in engineering, where we have the gravity ball spinning and lots of stuff missing. Again, as mentioned, the door placement is not perfect. It's just rough to get the idea where stuff is. And I hope I estimated the placement of the geometry correctly. And here we have a little call elevator panel. There's also a nice little test map for the elevator, where you can better see it moving. There should be some decor with the elevator walls, so we see it's moving. And this is interesting here. The cargo bay isn't flush with the elevators, as can be seen in this concept image. The 2 scoop box and the length of the deck give us some clues where to place stuff. One of the concept images also shows a huge scoop box, which I reckon is a 32 one, which fits nicely within the confines of the body of the Liberator. Another point is how narrow the beams are, and I wonder how the middle door would open, since if the door is too wide, it will extrude into the, which I think is a closable gap after the ramp. That's why I added another one at the second section. And now we'll have a look at the cockpit. And you saw it moving, where we have the turret, a nice little window, which I had to raise a bit. It's either too low or the floor is too high for my model. This is the entryway, and here's the flight deck. And the habitation for the crew. Also a smaller door for the toilet area. The 2 beds, and there would be the storage and stuff. Heading into the cockpit, where I also changed the windows a bit. So let's check out the pilot view. Clearly the gear and stuff isn't placed yet, and we have another issue. Let's fix that as well. Flippity flop. This one too. All right. Looks good. I noticed earlier that there's small gap. So let's clean up this section as well. The cleanup is well over 2 minutes, so let's speed that up. and here we go. And let's check in the editor how it looks after the export. The window is fixed and the little geometry error in this section also gone. Clearly a lot of stuff needs to be placed, and I hope you had a nice overview of what I have achieved using the O3DE engine, Blender and Python. Thanks for watching.